Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a 10-part video series showing you how to create ESK modern cabin. Let's get started. To start, let's open a new architecture template. And then once it opened, what we need to do first is to add grid line, which is GR, or under architecture, which is this icon. Click that and then click the bottom first and then going at the top. So we have grid line number 1. Press escape multiple times and then click back the grid line. After that, you can click on copy or CO, and then after you click that or type, you can click multiple and then grab the grid line again and move it on the right side. Then what I want you to do is type in 3930, and then after that 3520. So we have 3 grid lines. Press escape multiple times and then type in GR again. That's for the grid line again, but we're gonna add it horizontally. So click on the right side first, then on the left side. Make sure it's 90 degrees and then press escape and then escape again. You will then click the grid bubble, which is the number 4 here. And then once you have this, what you need to type in is capital A. So to change the grid bubble name. Then you can then type in CO, which is the copy command. And then multiple is already checked, so we're good with that. Grab the grid line again and then put it down. And the first one is 6820. The second will be, make sure it's 90 degrees. It's 4060. And then last will be 4150. Press escape and then escape again. Then what I want to do is just put it in the middle. So here I'm zoom out so that we can put it basically in the middle right here. So I'm just gonna grab it, select everything, and then grab it by the grid line and then just put it or estimate it around in the middle. So that's good. And then after that, I'll zoom in and then let's add in some dimensions. So you can type in DI and then let's just add dimensions. So most of the time you need to add it from the grid line and then after that an overall. Right here as well, let's add some grid line or some dimension on the grid line and then an overall. So here are the dimensions that we created. Once you're happy, press escape and then escape again. Then let's go to our south elevation. So double click here, south elevation. And as you can see, we have level 1 to level 2. We need to change that to 3000. And then click level 2 again. And then you can copy or type in CO. Pull it up like so. And then type in 300 again. Oh, sorry, 3000 again. Now we have level 1, 2, and 3. And then here, this grid line, we can just pull up so that everything is shown. After that, we could go back to level 1. We could then start adding the walls. So right under architecture, here is the wall. You can type in WA or just click on this icon. And here we're gonna use the generic basic wall 200 millimeters. We're gonna edit this type, duplicate, and then here we're gonna type in exterior wall number 1. Press OK, click on edit, and then we're going to maintain the 200 millimeters. And then for the materials, let's change this to a different material. I'm probably gonna use wood. So we could go here and then choose for the category of wood. And then let's add in birch for now. So here I'm just gonna change this to a wood. And then now we could click rectangle or the line, and then we should add it. Make sure that you're connected up to level 2. So your base should be level 1 and then top constraint up to level 2. Wall center line is good, and then chained. After that, we're going to click on A1. So click on A1 up to A3. Then down, click on B3, but we're going to go over this 3000. So you could, once you click on B3, you're basically hanging like that. But don't worry, we're just gonna click on 3000 again, right here. And then go back here on the grid line number 2. And we're gonna go back a little bit, around 1450. So you need to pull it up like that, and then just type in 1450. Once you do, as you can see, it went back, and then now we need to go to grid line number 1 and then close it up and go back to A1. Press escape and then escape again. So here is our exterior wall done for level 1. Then we're going to continue working on this by adding in the interior wall. So let's go and click on wall again. As you can see, we have exterior wall. We could edit that type again, duplicate, and then this will be interior wall number 1. Press OK, edit type. Let's maintain the thickness but change the material. I'm changing the material so that it's easy for us to change materials later on. So we're just gonna use wood as well, but let's use Douglas fir. So let's use that. Click apply and then OK, and then OK again. So here we're gonna add in the washroom right here. So we're going to click here and then up to number 2 grid line. So I'm happy with that. And then let's click on the wall again. So you could use this wall again and then CS. And then we're going to add this, maybe around 1800 would be good. So once you do that, we could add in. So let's insert. So we need to insert some plumbing, architecture, fixtures, and then we need water closet and then toilet. So we're gonna add the toilet, the 2D only. After that, CM, and then let's add it right here. Press escape, and then escape again. Let's load the sink. So we need to go back to plumbing, architecture, fixture, and then now sink. And then let's just add in some vanity. A rounded vanity will be nice. Press open, and then CM again, and then just turn it around by using spacebar. Let's add it here, and then now let's add in a door. I'm gonna go back to insert. Let's add in a different door. So here, let's go back to the main and then look for door, and then here residential. Let's use some wood. So here we have different kinds of wood. We could have used this plain. I'm gonna use something, this one, the 5 panel. Click open, and then let's select all of them by selecting the first one and then holding on shift and selecting the last one. It will highlight everything, and then now we could click OK. Press OK, press yes, and then now we could go to architecture and then click on door or DR. Let's add in a door. As you can see, this is 300. That's okay. We could change it by escaping and then clicking it again. Drop down, and then here we could change the door width. Let's use this 700 by 2000. And then here we could add the door like that. After that, I'm going to add in a closet right here. For the closet, we could add in another wall. So click on wall, edit type, duplicate. This will be interior wall number 2. Press open, and then edit. Let's change it to a different wooden material. So click here. We're just gonna use maybe the maple. Let's use maple. Apply, OK, and then OK. Here, I'm going to edit this as well. Let's change the thickness to 100. Press OK, and then OK, and then now let's add it here, and then add it like that. Don't join them yet. Here, we could just move it like that, and then type in AL, that's align, and then we should align this first before we continue to join them. And then let's go back to insert and then load in some other door, which is the sliding door. Right here we have the sliding door, and then we could just press open, select everything by clicking on the first one and then holding on shift and clicking on the last one. Press OK, and then everything is loaded. Go back to architecture, and then the door is DR for short, and we could add in different sizes. We could just click on that and then click on the drop down, and then here we could change the different sizes. So around 1700 by 2000 might be a good idea to add here. And then we could go to annotate, detailed line, change this to demolish, and then just add in 2 lines to represent the closet rod. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to continue working on part 2 of this cabin. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we already started with our model. We have our exterior and interior wall, and we added a powder room here with a closet as well. The next thing I want to concentrate is by adding the stairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to architecture and then click on stairs. You want to make sure that your base level is level 1 and then going to level 2. What I plan here is by adding an L-shape stairs. So we're going to add in around 5 and then a landing, and then the rest will be the remaining. So let's add in 5. So once you click it here, you will be able to see how many you put and how many is remaining by looking at below here. So here added 3, 4, and 5. After that, I'm going to skip because I want a landing right here. So I'm just going to add it right here and then just pull it all the way up. I know that 17 will be perfect for this. So I'm just going to click on finish. And then once we're finished, we'll be able to select everything and then move it accordingly. So as you can see, it's easier to move it right now once you click on finish. And then if you're planning to edit your stairs, you could just edit and click it right here. Okay, so we've done our stairs. And then now what we could do is we could add in our kitchen and then our living room right here. And then we have some entrance right here. We could put in some dining room right here as well. And then we could add another like a sitting cushions right here. So a couch, something like that. So let's go to insert and add in some furniture. So go back to the main and then click on furniture. And then here we could add in some seating. Let's use this chair, open, and then type in CM. And let's add it right here. 2 of them side by side. We could just move it all the way to the wall. And then let's load more. We could add into the sofa. And then let's type in CM again. And then let's add it right here. So we have our chairs and our sofa. And then after that, we should load more. We could load in the tables. We could add in the coffee table. Type in CM. Put it in the middle. And then we could change this to a different size. We could use this. and then just change it a bit. So we could click on edit, duplicate. For the name, you could just put different kinds. So I'm just gonna put it edited coffee table. And then after that, what I'm going to change is the length. I think that's not good enough, so I'm gonna change it more, around 1500. And then the width is probably around 700. Let's change this to 1400 and let's see how it looks. So I think that's about as perfect as it could be. For the depth of this as well, we should change this. So the depth should be around 550. And then here as well, let's edit this to 550. So that's good enough. We can now turn it around. Okay, so that's perfect for this area now. We could add in more here by typing on CS. So you could basically click this CS, that's create similar. You'll be able to drag it again, and then as you can see, we could just add in a sofa here as well. We can move this one right about there. And for this one, okay, I'm just gonna leave that, and then this will be the entrance. So that's why we're adding, we could basically add just the chair here. So CS that. Okay, so let's add this one right here, and then we have our entrance right here. And then we could add more. Let's use some nightstand table, and then CM. Let's add it on this corner, and then we could add it on this corner as well. And then we could just move them both so that the spacing is perfect. Okay, and then we could add in some lamp there later on. And then here we could add in a fireplace. So depending on how it looks like, next thing we're gonna do is we could start on, yeah, we could start on the fireplace actually. So also here, I'm just gonna type this one CS and then add it here as well. We might delete that later, but depending on the spacing here. But so far, there's a lot of spacing. So you can see, you can just go here, go straight after here. And then actually, we still need to add in the dining right here. So we need a dining table. We could use this oval. And then type in CM. And then let's add it right here. Let's add in the chairs as well. So go back to furniture and then seating. And let's add the bower. CM again to add. Let's add right here and right here. and then another one right here, and then we could basically just mirror that so that everything will be centered. And then this one as well, just use mirror draw axis like that. Let's add in some lighting. So we need to go back to the main, and then lighting, architecture, internal, and then let's add in the table lamp, which is this one, would be good. CM, and then make sure that your elevation is around 700 so that it will appear on the top. Add it right here as well, and then here. Press escape and escape again. Okay, and then we could actually put, no, I think this is better for the entrance right here. And then we will have this big window right here, and then we will have the fireplace right here. What I'm planning to do is I'm gonna click on the wall, edit type, duplicate. This will be fireplace, firewall, or fireplace would be good name. And then here, let's change this to stone. So we should go to stone, and then let's just use this one for now. A slate, apply, okay. And then for the thickness, I want to make sure to just put 200. And then after that, we need to put in rectangle. Let's add it right here. I know it's gonna be like that, but we need to put it somewhere like here, and then we need to edit. So SL, and then now we need to just pull this out like that. If we see it on 3D, it will look like that for now, but we need to extend that later on. So probably we need to extend it all the way to level 3 or all the way up there. So we might change the height later on. But I just want to point out that it will be looking like that. We will have an A-frame roof. So that will be it. I'm just looking at the way this one stacked. So we could have this one. This wall will be all glassed. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 3 of this cabin. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to add the stairs, and then we also add the fireplace and the furniture. And here we're gonna continue working on this by focusing on adding the kitchen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on component drop down and then click on model in place. we need to go to generate model, and then depending on whatever you want the name will be, you could add it here, but for me, I'm just gonna leave it as generic model number 1. Press OK, and then click on extrusion. Once you have the extrusion, it's basically set to level 1. So we could just add it like this. And then I'm just gonna click here. I'm gonna leave a space for the fridge, or we could add the fridge at this end. So we could do that as well. So the fridge will be on this side. So I'm just leaving some space like that because we're gonna put a case on the fridge. So now here, around 600 will be good enough. So I'm gonna leave it. Actually, 650 would be good. So I'm gonna do a 650 based cabinet. So here I'm gonna change the materials. So most of the time I put in, let's put ash. Press OK and then OK. Click finish, and then I want it to be extruded around, I think, 900 from the floor. After that, I went to 3D, but I'm not clicking on finish yet. Don't click on finish yet because we need to have the kick plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create, click on void, and then void extrusion. After that, you need to click on set, and then you need to pick a plane. So you're instructing Revit that you want it to be cut on this plane. And then after that, what we need to do is we need to create a cut right here. So we could add in a rectangle like that. So basically I'm just estimating at the moment, but as you can see, once you estimate, you'll be able to see how big it is. So I'm just gonna do 100. So you need to click here so that it will change on the other side. So 100 by, let's do 70. So I'm happy with that. Click finish. And then now we need to extend this all the way to the end so that it will cut it. And then you just need to simply click on cut geometry under modify. And as you can see, it disappeared. And you can then click on finish, or you can add in a top. So what I will do is I'm gonna click on create again, click on level 1, and then click extrusion. I will add in a top for this, so I'm gonna click on a rectangle. I could set this to a plane so that I know it will be on at the top. So it will start at the top, and then now I just need to add a top like that, and then I could just type in a 25 extrusion from the top. Once you're done, you just need to change the material. So go to stone and then look for granite top, which is this one, and then I'm happy with that. Click OK and then OK, and then click finish. Let's look at it. So as you can see, 25 millimeters, and then it was already set like that. After that, click finish, and then we have the base cabinet done. What I'm planning to do is I will add the fridge first. So we need to go to level 1, insert load family, and then go back to the main, and then after that go to specialty equipment, domestic, mid-range, and then we have some fridge right here. I'm going to use this fridge. Click on open and then type in CM, and then we could add in the fridge right here. As you can see, it's just exact. So what I'm planning to do is I'm gonna move this downwards. So we still have space. As you can see, there's a lot of space right here. So I'm not too concerned on what we did. So here, I'm just gonna move this one as well. Not a lot, and then put it in the middle of the gap, and then click here, edit type. I don't want the label being shown, so I'm just gonna uncheck that, click OK, and it will disappear. Now what we could do is we could add in a section. So section will help us navigate on our building the kitchen. So this is very useful. So here I have our section. I'm going to double click on this and it will go to our section. If you cannot, you can just simply go to section and then double click it here. So basically that's an easy way of doing that. After that, now we can add in the case for our fridge. So here we're going to add furniture, architecture, model in place, generic model. This will be generic model number 2. We need to do an extrusion. We need to pick a plane, which is the back of the wall. And then now we need to create a case for this. You can just give it a gap and then do an align AL to align this. After that, you need to do another rectangle on the case of this. Don't worry, we need to delete this and then SL. So we need to split this and then type in TR to trim this. So everything that I do is, this is the trim, this is the SL, which is the split element. Copy, move, and then align, which is we did AL to align this. Now, don't forget to change this, and then with this we could just change to maybe a different stone. Let's use this. Click apply and then OK, and then click finish. We need to go to our 3D, and then we could just extrude it from here. As you can see, I could just put it like that, and then you will have this beautiful case for the fridge. And then you can click finish. We could also move it all the way at the top so that it will look like that, because we still have to add our top cabinet as well, so we need that space. So let's do the top cabinetry. So let's go to section again. Let's save this later on, but now go back here, model in place, generic model, And then let's add in an extrusion. Pick a plane, and we're gonna choose this wall. And let's add in our cabinets right here. We're gonna use AL, which is align, to align it all the way to the bottom so that everything will be uniform. And then here we're going to extrude it from the wall around 500. We can also do that around 450 probably. So let's do 450 first. And then you want to make sure to change the material. So let's do a wood material. Let's use one of this. And then I'm just checking the distance. Around 840 will be good. Yeah, that will be good. And then click finish. And then after that, don't click finish yet. Let's do the top portion there. So it's just something that we need to do so that it will look nice. Um, let's go create another extrusion. Pick a plane, which is this wall again. And then we could just add it like that. This one will be extruding this more. So around 600, I believe. And then a different material again. So here probably the same stone that we use, which is maybe we could use this one. Click finish, and then let's look at it at 3D and then click finish again. What I'm planning to do is just extend this one all the way to this face. So we could do that much better if we just type in AL, click on this wall or extrusion, and then click on this extrusion. So basically it's copying its extruded part there. So now everything looks nice. We could just add in our sink here. So we could add the sink. So let's add the sink by going to level 1. And then here we could go to insert load family. And then go back to our main. We have the sink under furniture. No, it's under plumbing, architecture, fixtures, and then sink. We could have a kitchen sink here, which will be good enough. CM, and then let's add it somewhere right here so that we can still see it. Go here, and then as you can see, it's somewhere perfectly like that. So what we could do is we could just go back to our level 1 and move it inside there. Another trick is we could change our transparency so that we could see it much better. So as you can see, this is good like that. And then now what we could do is we need to click on, we need to edit the bottom base. So we need to go here, click here, and then we need to edit in place. And then here we could go click on void extrusion, and then we need to go back to level 1 so that we could see it. We could add more transparency so that we could see it much better. As you can see, And then now we could just set this to level 1. After we set that, we'll be able to just do this and then click on finish. Don't click finish yet. We need to go to our 3D, pull it up like that, just good enough pull so we could go to our sector so that we could see it better. Like that. We could just pull this one like that as well. And then go to our 3D and then cut geometry. And then here as well, we could just click on here, and for some reason, there we go. We can see now the bottom. So we did that nicely. And then now we're gonna continue on the next video for the island. So thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 4 of this cabin. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to start the kitchen. Now we're gonna continue working on this, specifically the island. Let's go to architecture again, and then click on component, model in place, and then generic model. It will be generic model number 4, and then let's use extrusion. So we're just gonna simply add an extrusion right about here, and then let's click on rectangle. Let's leave a gap here. I'm going to do a different design, and then we're gonna have something on the side. So I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna extrude it 900. So similar height with that. So make sure to change the materials as well. So let's do not cherry, but something different. This one would be good enough. Click on finish. Let's move it a little bit from the inside like that. After this, don't click finish yet because we could add in the top. So create extrusion. Let's set this one and pick a plane to this plane right here, and then let's add in another extrusion at the top there. This will be 25, and then let's change this to a stone. Let's use this. This one's already used, so rubble would be fine. Okay, and then click finish. And then another one we could do is another a different design in terms of the elevation. So I'm gonna create another extrusion. So right now, if I show you the 3D, it will look just a simple island right here. So this will be where we're gonna cook. We're gonna add in a hood at the middle, but we're gonna have something around here, like a table surrounding this. So let's do that now. So don't click finish yet. We could do an extrusion again. I'm going to set this one at the level 1. Press OK. And then now we're gonna do this. And then here as well. And then now we just need to clean up, TR, trim and extend, and then delete the remaining that we don't need. We can basically move this one. Maybe let's make it consistent and then let's put 500. We could also push this back so that it will have this nice looking island here. Probably around 400 would be good as well. Enough for a breakfast nook. And then if we go to 3D, it will be there. We could click finish, but yeah, it will be the same top anyway. So rubble stone would be good. And then here, we're just gonna estimate the height of that. So it will be extruded from there, but it will have this look. Something different for an island. So we could just put in chairs around here, and we have enough space for people to walk by, especially here. So this is something that you can use the dining, or you could use the breakfast area right here. Let's put it a little bit more at the top. Oh no, not that one. But we could estimate it here, AL, and then here. So we can know the height of the table is a good indication or reference. And then we could just pull it like that. I think that's enough for this. We can now click finish to finish it off. If we go back to level 1, we could add in some of the tables or chairs, sorry. So we could click that, type in CS, spacebar, and then let's add in. So let's space it off like that. And then one here. And then we could just use our arrow keys to space it more so that everybody has a proper spacing. Okay. And then now let's insert some hood and some so let's go to specialty equipment, and then I believe the top cooktop is around here. Let's do an electric. Okay, so let's do this electric. Open and then CM. We can put it on this side. And then let's remove the tag. So just click edit, uncheck the show label, apply, and then OK. And then after that, what we can do is we could add in, so let's double check it first if we put it on the proper. So let's double check with the section. And as you can see, we were able to put it on the proper plane. And then let's go back and load the hood. So we have island hood right here. We just need to look for it. So let's look at it at mid-range. Okay, so maybe it's on the high range and it's right here, Hood Island. This is the wall. So let's use this for the island. Click open and then type in CM. So we have the vent hood. We need to click it, edit type, and then uncheck the show label again. We don't need to show that. And then we could double click here. And then we need to see where is the hood. So it's right here. We just need to move it. So MV. And then just move it at the top like that. You can also just use your arrow key. And then as you can see, it's fully parametric. So we can just extend it at the top like that. So yes, so I think this is enough height for that. So we can do that. And we're not done yet because we need to add in the cabinetry and the what do you call this? The handles. So what we could do is we could go to level 1 again and we could move the section into here so that we don't see this anymore. Once we do that, double click on this again, and then as you can see, this is the only thing that being shown. We need to go to our model in place, and this will be another generic model. Let's do an extrusion and then pick a plane. I'm gonna choose this plane first at the top, and let's change the material. Obviously it needs to be wood, so we need to go to wood and then just choose whatever you want here. We could choose this one, and then we could do this. And then let's click this and nudge it in place, and then nudge it in place. So basically your arrow key, just nudging it in place. And then now we just need to have the midpoint, and then we could just put it in the middle right here. So I'm just estimating it. So here I'm gonna click here and then midpoint. And then we could click here again and then type in 10. Click on those, and then I want it to be extruded around 15 only. And then here we need to click on split element or SL. We need to click on SL like this. Okay, and then now TR, trim and extend. Okay, and then now click finish and then finish again. If we look at it at 3D, it will look like that. Even without a handle, it looks good. So now let's do it again on the bottom. So let's go back here, model in place, generic model. You need to click on extrusion, pick a plane, and then we need to choose the plane here. And then what I want you to do is click on rectangle. So rectangle first, nudge it with your arrow key, just one click here as well, and then one click on the side. After that, we could just add in the line in the middle. So somewhere here, we could copy the ones at the top. So you just add it, and then AL, choose the line there, choose the line here, and then choose the line there as well. After that, pick line, offset this to 10, and then click here. I want it to be extruded 15 again, and then now SL for the split element. Click it there. And then now TR, trim and extend. Okay. And then we shouldn't forget the drawers. So we could just click like that. And then click here, put in 10 again, and just do this again, SL, and then TR. And then let's not forget about this side as well. And then let's do align to align them. And then pick 10 again. And then now SL. And then now TR. That's trim and extend. Okay, and then once you're done, click finish, and then just use the same finish at the top. I think we're gonna leave it like that without any handle. It looks much better. And as you can see, we completed the island and the kitchen all together. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to continue working on part 5 of this cabin. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to finish the kitchen. So now we're going to go back to level 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to add in the floor. So here, let's go here and go to architecture, click on floor, edit type, duplicate, and then once we duplicate, we should have rename it to floor number 1. Okay, press OK, edit, and then let's make it 200 and then a stone. So go here and then let's change this to stone. Let's use limestone. Click apply and then OK. And then OK again. And then here we should just add in the floor. So I'm planning to add it from here. So the outside. And we could just use the pick line and then use TR to trim it and then click finish. So now we have a floor, and then we should go to second floor now. So click on level 2, and as you can see our overlay is turned to base level 1. That's fine. Now we're gonna click on wall, and then let's change this to exterior wall number 1. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to click on A1. We want to make sure up to level 3, and then A1 to A3, going down up here to D3 to D1, and going back to A1. So that's fine. We could just split this SL, split this, and then just join them at the end here. And then here as well, connect it there. So that's fine. If we see it, it will look like that. And we can extend this wall by clicking each and every one of this, and then we could extend it to top offset. Let's put it at 500. So that's fine with that. And then now let's add in our floor. So let's add our floor by going here to floor again, and then let's add a rectangle but going from the inside, and then going around the stairs. But after that we could just put it like this, and then now we just need to trim and extend, and then we could actually leave it like that. We're just gonna put in a railing here. Click finish, and then after that we could just put a railing, and then click finish. let's look at it at 3D. So it will look like this. Obviously, we could just delete this and have we could change this to maybe a rectangle like that, and then a rectangle as well. So it will look much better. Go back to level 2 and we could just align them much better. Move it backward like that. Or we could just use AL to align it perfectly. Okay. And as you can see, it looks better. After that, we could remove this. So by selecting everything and holding on Control button, you'll be able to select those and then click on Attach Top Base and then click back the floor. So you can see it will detach itself there and you won't be able to see it. After that, we could then go back to level 2 and then let's add our partitions or our wall. Go back to wall, so click on wall and then add in our interior wall number 1. And then here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna click by adding a wall right here. Going here. And then going down. Click here as well. And then now just click here as well by adding this and closing it like that. After that, what we can do now is we can go to our properties and go to our underlay, and then once you see your underlay, you can click on none now, and then we could add in our doors, which are the 5 panel. Let's add in 850 by 2000. Let's add the door right here, a door here, and then a door right here. We could shift this like that. And then now we could add in some washroom right here as well. So let's click here, CS, and then click this one for now. And we're going to extend it a little bit later. So now what I want you to do is let's insert, load family. Let's go back to the main and then go to plumbing, architecture, fixtures, and then we could click on shower. CM, and then here, edit type, duplicate, and then we could just change the dimension of this, which I will just do the width. So the width is probably, let's do 1500. And then for here, we could extend it more around 1700, and then here around 1200. So now it's bigger like this, which looks nicer for the space. And then let's load in a bathtub. So let's go to insert, load family, fixtures, bathtub, and then let's do this freestanding. CM and then spacebar to turn it around. We can add it right there. And then let's not forget the door as well. CM, CS, spacebar. And then here we could just add another, which are the sink and then the urinal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on underlay to level 1 so that I could select this and then CS it. Once we do that, you can see that you'll be able to attach it here as well. Even the sink, to make it consistent, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna add 2 right here as well, and then let's maintain the same distance. And then now we can just go to your underlay to turn it off. Put it to none, and then go to your annotate, click on detailed line, and then we could just use thin line to add in depth lines, pull it back a little, and then space it out much better. Pull this back a little so that we have a proper gap here for the door. So that looks nice. We could add in our closet here. So walk-in closet, CS. And then let's add it like that. Let's add a door. And then let's add a detailed line. Let's add in the line first. And then after that, another line. So detailed line. Now demolish. And then just add demolish like that. So we have a walk-in closet right here. And then let's add in a closet right here as well. Use this line, CS. And then click on architecture and then door. And then let's add in the sliding door. Let's use 1200 first. And then from there, we could assess that we could improve it to 15 or 12 farther. So that's 15 is good enough for this space. And then I will like to insert the bed. So let's insert the bed. So load family, go to furniture again. So go to main, furniture, beds, and bed box. Now we could insert. So CM, let's insert this, or we could just click here and then click on the queen. So add it right here and add it on this spot as well. After that, we could turn on the underlay again by using level 1 because I want to use this as well. So click on that, CS. I wanted to put it on each end of the bed. So it's a quick way of getting the stuff that you already added without going back to those. So CS again for the, make sure that The elevation is the same at 700. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And we could add in or insert a TV right here. So go back to furniture, and then we have a flat screen TV right here. And then type in CM. Let's put in the biggest one. So spacebar to do orientation, and then orientation as well. So now we can turn off the underlay by putting it to none, and then click apply. So now we have an overhead here, and then we still need to do this. So we could just use CS right here. Let's add it here, and then let's use another bathtub. So we could go to main again, plumbing, architecture, fixtures, and then we could do is bathtub, and then let's use this 2D, and then CM, add it like that, and then now we could just add this CS, and then add the sink right there, and then if you want you could add in the annotate detailed line and then thin lines, so that we could just add the sink there with countertop. So that's about it. We're gonna continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 6 of this cabin. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finish the second floor. Um, One thing that I need to change is the level 1. As you know, we have the kitchen right here, but we don't have any ceiling right here. So it's gonna be all the way at the top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this to here, and then I'm just gonna pull it inside of this, but still hanging inside the um, cabinet, top cabinet. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move this right here and then move this one on the other side. So let's go to level 1. So I'm just gonna quickly fix this, and hopefully you will be able to follow as well. So here I'm just gonna move this way and then remove the void at the same time. We could just mask it like that, and with the help of our section we'll be able to put it right about there. So that's good because everything is on level. For the hood, we could just move this one inside like that, and then if you want you could still delete the void form. That will be fine, but it's not something that you will be able to see anyway, so it's really up to you. So as you can see, it's not something visible. So that will be fine. I'm just gonna move this one inside again, and then just put this one right on top, and then go here, and then we're gonna pull this down a bit like that. So the hood is in the inside of here. We could basically move it from the center so that everything is centered right here. Use your tab in order to cycle anything that you want to click on. Here we could rotate this 180 and then add it right about here. So that's fine. And you can add a void form as well here. So what you have to do is edit in place. Same idea. Let's do it right here. We could set it, pick a plane. Let's pick this plane and then click on void extrusion. Here we just need to void extrude this part and then click finish. And then before you click finish again, go to 3D and then drop it like that. Click cut geometry and then cut geometry again. And there we have it. If you still can't see it, you can extend it more. Cut geometry right here as well. Okay. So now let's move on with this. What we can do now is we can add in our window right here. Something different that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it on our level 1. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click our wall, and then let's use storefront. Let's add it right here up to right here. So give some buffer. So as you can see, it added the mullion and then it spaced out perfectly. So that's the thing that I like using for storefront. It will be spaced out accordingly. So now what we could do is we could see it on our 3D. We could remove this. Let's remove this. So that's fine for now. And then let's add in our roof. So I'm gonna add our roof. So click on roof. This will be on level 3. Okay. So press yes. And then edit type. Duplicate roof number 1. Edit this 200. And then material. Let's put in metal. Let's use this. Apply OK. If the pop-up didn't show, you could just change it right here. The base level should be level 3. And then now we could use our rectangle. Here, I'm gonna go at the end here and all the way to the end here. But press escape multiple times, click it again, and then uncheck this part. Here, uncheck this part, define roof slope. So we're gonna cancel that roof slope there and here, only on this side. And then once you click finish, you'll be able to see our roof like that. I want to fix this connection, so click on the roof and then just change it to 2-cut plumb under construction on our properties. Click apply and it will be fixed like that. As you can see, we could change the thickness of this. Maybe let's change this to 150 and see how it will fit on our wall. Let's go to our south elevation to see it better. Click it there and then move it. Let's just move it and connect it to our wall. As you can see, you can grab it and you can increase the slope of the roof. So let's go to our north elevation. As you can see, the thickness is still there. I'm gonna change this to maybe 100 only. And then here, let's move it back again a bit at the top, like that. So I think 100 will look like this. It will look framed like this, so it will look much better. Go here, and we could extend that later on. So that's fine, even though that we have extended it earlier there. What I want to focus is, I'm gonna click on this storefront and then attach the top, which is the roof. It will ask me to delete this line or this mullions. I will say yes, delete the element. And then after that, it will be looking like this. As you can see, it's much better. But one thing that I want to point out is we need to go to our level 2, CS here, click on this wall, CS, and then let's just add something like that here. Also right here. So we're just adding that connection right there. And then now we could change the roof thickness again. I believe 200 is good. Yeah, 200 is much better for this connection. Even though, let's try 150. Because I still want that thickness in the front as well. I want it to be completely framed. So maybe we should extend it all the way at the end. And also only the walls are showing. So let's try that instead. So I'm just gonna pull this all the way at the end. Delete element. Delete element. So now it will look like that. Let's go to our north elevation. So click here and then move it. So it will look like that now. So only the end is showing. The end here and also the end here. Although we could maybe fix this again. Go to north and then just move it again at the top. Here, let's join them. I think 100 is perfect. So I'm just going to stick with 100. It's because of the slope, how the shape looks. That's why we need to change the thickness of this. And then here, we're gonna edit the footprint and we're gonna extend it all the way right here. So I'm gonna do a line and then a line here. Click finish. It will be aligned there. And then let's select all of this wall right here. So this is the wall that we have for the second floor, and then we're gonna attach it to the roof. So it will look like that. Even this one, we could do that now. And then we still have this connection right here. I'm planning to add in the same idea on this part. So let's go to our level 2. And then here we could click on storefront. And let's see if we add it the same way. What will it look like? Let's flip this. And then it will look like that. I'm planning to delete the one at the top. And then here, I'm just going to click here, attach to the top. Delete the element. And then at least it's centered there. And then we could just add some fillings here at the top, at the bottom right here. And then it will look like that. We're going to extend this, so I'm just going to select this individually and let's put it on 1500. So we have our chimney. So we have this idea right here. I'm going to go to our level 2 and then add in a storefront as well. And then let's add it right here. And if we see it, it will look like that. So we have a view of the outside as well. So that looks nice right there. That looks perfect. And then we have our washroom right here and also another bedroom right there. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 7 of this cabin. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in the roof and then the storefront windows. Here we're gonna continue working on this. What I notice is this one is poking out. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to level 2, select this, and then just move it a bit at the back like that, so that nothing is protruding the window. So now everything is clear, as you can see, and then we're gonna continue working. Let's add in a door right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to level 1, and then let's go to insert, load family, and let's look for doors, and then let's go to residential. I would like to use this. Select the first and then the last by holding on shift. Press OK, yes, and then here we could go back to architecture and then doors, which is DR, and we could add in a door. I believe this is too big for the door for our entrance like this. So what I'm gonna do is we could put the entrance right here and then delete this, and we could just put a credenza on the side as well. So let's go to insert, load family, go back to the main, and then let's go to furniture, storage, and then we have a credenza right here. You could just add a credenza on this spot, and that will be perfect. And we have this as well. We have extra room for something like that, so we could just move it on this side, and I think our spacing is perfect for this. We have enough space for our um, family room or something like that. I'm planning to add in a window here using curtain wall, so I'm just gonna add it right there, and then go to modify and then click on cut geometry. So that's perfect for that spot only. And then let's go back here, and it is right there. I'm gonna pull this one at the top like that, and then we could just add in a mullion. We're just gonna add the same mullion with that, because the mullions that was used here is the 50 by 150, which is the same that I put, which is the default 50 by 150. So that's perfect. And then now we could add some floors and then support, and maybe we could just put some decorative piece here. I'm planning to use, I think it's better to use something like, I think an extrusion. So we could do an extrusion, because at least we can manipulate that. extend it, or depending on what we want. So generic model, and then we could set this to level 2. That's okay. Extrusion, we're just gonna go as an rectangle. So it's right about here. I'm just gonna add some rectangles for now. It will give me an error, but we're gonna fix that. So we're gonna trim this, trim that, trim this, and then trim that, and then delete the excess. Once you delete that, we could just take around probably 200 or maybe 300 would be enough. 300 as well here, and then 300 here as well. But we're actually incorrect because we need it to be from the inside because it's protruding. So we need to push it back right there and then push it back right here as well from the wall. After that, change the material, something metal. Let's use metal. And then this will be around 200. Click finish. Look at it first. It will look like that. And then click finish again. Now, what we could do is we could align it. So I'm going to use align. I'm going to align it from this to here. And then here, we could align it as well. So from here to here. So it's easy to change and to align when you have an extrusion. And as you can see, it looks better. We could just push this back a little bit, similar to the other side. So we could AL like that over right here, and then we could set the correct line right there. Now it looks perfect like that. I'm happy with the look. So we could basically change the materials right here as well. Okay, I'm just checking for irregularities from the design. So I'm checking every corners at least, and then we have this one not connecting with the roof. So what we could do is we could go to level 2 and then just move this at the end. Let's try aligning it. There we go. And then let's align this as well. And then now once we look at it, it will look much better. We could maybe align this face to this face and see how it's much better. I want to make sure that nothing shifts from here. That's why I'm double checking. So as you can see, it shifts a little bit. I'm gonna edit, and then I'm just gonna align it from this end right here. And then once we click finish, everything will be aligned accordingly. So those are the stuff that usually you need to check. Again, trying them all together. For some reason, it looks like that. But that will be okay. It's not something that is visually you can see. So now everything looks nice. What we could do is we could do the surrounding area, or we could add in a support right here. So I'm planning to do is a square column. We could go to insert, load family, go back to the main structural column, and then we could do, I'm planning to put in something would be good. Yes, a timber is perfect. And let's add all of them. Yes, and then now let's go to level 1. It's around about here, as you can see. Go to structure, then column, and then let's add in our timber. Let's look for a thicker one. As you can see, we have a lot, we loaded a lot. So I want to add a big one like this. Gonna add it like that. Click it here, and then here. Let's look at it. We just need to select both of them, and then base level 1, and then base level, top level 2, without any of that. As you can see, it's showing right there. So we could just select both of them again, and then top level negative 200, so that it doesn't pierce through the concrete, and it's just exactly where we want it to be. So as you can see, it's just about right. To move this one on the side. Okay, so we have our timber, softwood lumber structure material. So that's perfect. We could just change that later on, and just double checking everything. We could add some decorative pieces at the top as well if we want to. What I'm planning to do is go to insert, load family, go back to the main, structural framing, let's go to wood and the timber. Let's add all of them, and then here we could add in something. So click on beam, and then we could select our lines. So I think it's better if we do it on our north elevation. Click it again, pick a plane. I'm planning to use this plane, and then use the line like that. And then again, line like that. and then it will just add some characters inside. So now if we go here, we'll be able to get that. You can even go all the way down as well. So it's something that will give you character. So if we go to our second, what we could do is we could do the transparency if we can. So it doesn't let us, but we could select them and then just move it. And then we could create a copy, multiple, and then select another one. I'm just estimating the spacing there, and as you can see, it looks nice. So it will look like it is being framed with wood, and we could change the construction right here and connection. So that's fine. You can also push it from the wall. So it's up to you to push it from the wall, or you could add in another one like that over here. So different designs that you can do for this. You can even add it on here so that everything is spaced out accordingly. What you could do is go here. We should show level 3, the roof. So what you need to do is go to view, plan view, floor plan, and then level 3. Now it's showing, and then here's some of our framing. We could go to graphics and then transparency. Now you can see our um, beams, structure beams, and then you could just add it similar to what we did. You can add it right here and then just move this one up to there. So let's see how it looks. Yeah, just push it back like that. Now it looks much better. And then don't forget to, so we have the structural material right here. We could change this as well. So you can change those materials later on. Soft lumber, let's change that to a different one. Let's apply that. And then the other one as well. Apply this as well. So everything is different. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 8 of this cabin. Let's get started. So in this video, we're going to continue working on this. What I'm planning to do is to create the topography. So let's go to level 1 and then click massing and site. Actually, let's go to site. So you have to go to site and then click on topo surface. And then here, press escape first, just once. And then let's change this to grass. And then click on the grass, apply, and then OK. And then here, let's place the point. Here, I'm just going to set the elevation to -200 so that it's below our floor. So here, I'm just going to click on the perimeter right here. So this is the back and this is the front. So for the front, I'm just going to estimate it around this spot. And then here, click around the side. And then after that, we're going to drastic change the ground by putting in -500 first. So it's basically changing the side here. And then here, we're going to put it up later on. And then after that, -800. And then after that, -1500. Then -1800 on this spot. And then -2000. Let's look at it. So we could just click finish and then look at it at here. So as you can see, there's a big drop. And then what we could do here is we could change this to base offset negative, let's put 500 so that it's under. So as you can see, we have it sloping right here. But the other side, we're going to put it up. So we're going to make it bigger like this. And then it's on the cliff, so we will have trees all around, and then here we will have a slope going down. So let's click here and then edit surface and then continue working on this. So I'm gonna place a point. We're still gonna do -2500 right here, and then -3000. And then after that, let's do an increase here. So 1000. And then 2000. 3000. And then here is 1500. 3000. And then just increase it a bit. 1500, 4500. And then let's look at it in 3D to get the visual of that. So that looks nice. Everything is sloping. If we go to shaded, you're probably going to see the contour of the surrounding. What we could do now is increase here. So let's go to site again, click on the surface, and then now let's place more. Let's do 8,000. So that's twice. So we can do that. And then here, let's do 10,000. Okay, let's finish and look at it again. So now it will look like this. We could add in a lot of trees at the back. And then, this will be grass. So let's go to realistic just to see it. So it will be grass. And then we're gonna shade it off with some other stones and ground. And then after that, we're gonna create a subregion. Let's do this more. So let's change it again to shaded or hidden line. And then here, let's go back to site again, edit the surface, and then place. And here we could do negative 4,500 around here. And then look at it again. So this is good enough. And then now what we could do is we could add a subregion. So edit surface, and then what we could do is select, so actually close this, create a subregion right here, going out like a road. So we could just do here, change this to a concrete. So let's do concrete. So let's use concrete like that. And then we could just have this one concrete. But after that, we will have some curve. And then we could just offset this to around 4,000 so that we don't need to do it something like that. And then we just need to connect this and then trim this. So slice it first, so SL, and then 3 TR to trim. We could create something like this. Actually, it doesn't look nice, so just leave it like that, and then just close it right here. TR there, and then just extend this one, and then click finish. And then once you see it, it will change the contour from here. Actually, we need to move it there. Edit boundary, and then here let's just move it in the inside of this one. we need to undo this, and then flip this back, and then we just need to connect this one with a straight line like that. And then now just trim and extend. Click finish and double check it. So that looks fine. You could edit the boundary a little bit just to move it from the inside like that. I'm just gonna edit one thing here is to go back to the site, edit the surface, and what I place here is just negative. Let's put this one to -20 only. I'm gonna place -20 around again. And look at it at 3D. I like the look of this around here, and I want to do this on the other side as well. So I'm gonna undo that because I place it around here. It's supposed to be around here, -20. Maybe around here, I believe. And click finish. There we go. Now it looks better. Kind of hidden the floor there, so that's fine. I like the way it looks. And then now what we could do is we could paint this wall at the exterior to a different one, even the one for the roof, because everything inside will be wood, and I want it to be consistent. So you could go to modify, click on paint, choose something that we haven't used yet. I believe the masonry we haven't used, so I'm gonna use this one for the roof. And then the copper is for the everything outside here. So I want to make sure that everything is clicked. We could see it with consistent color so that we know that I already click on that. Even on the side right here, to just so that we could be consistent on the color. And let's do here as well. And that looks very nice. And then so that we could just set everything wood on the outside, inside as well. I want a black or a dark, probably a metal at the outside, and then let's see what we can do on the inside. We can also do a wood here as well. So it doesn't matter, I just want it to be changed differently. So after that, so we want to double check first before we go to Twinmotion. I would like to add something at the top here. So we could just do a quick model in place, generic model, and then here we're just gonna do a sweep. And then we could pick the path, 3D, and just pick the edge here. And then use TR to connect them all together. We want to make sure everything is connected. And then click Finish, Edit Profile, and we should just add in our design right here. It's just a simple top for the chimney here, and then you want to make sure you click that, click Finish, and then press Escape. Something's wrong. It's saying that can create sweep here, so let's cancel it and then let's double check. So as you can see, we need to pick the path again. We forgot to trim this. Click Finish again. Here we need to edit profile and then make sure to add in a material. We could use copper. I think we haven't used it, or actually we use it on the last one. So we just need to click that, change this, and let's use this instead. Click Finish and then Finish. And there you go. We could just increase this if we want to by editing. So edit sweep, edit the profile. And then there we could just increase this, probably 100 would be good. And then there we go. That looks good. I'm happy with that. So in the next video, we're going to send this to Twinmotion. You want to make sure that this is fine. You can just go to hidden and then just close everything else except for 3D and then save it. So thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to continue working on part 9 of this cabinet. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add the topo surface, topography of the building, and then we did a sub-region, and then we want to make sure that everything is good to go. So now everything is ready for Twinmotion. Just double check that you have it on fine, and then you save it. And then after that, let's go to Twinmotion plugin and then see in Twinmotion. And then after that, just click on New Project and then press OK. And then wait for it to be loaded. And as you can see, we have our model loaded like this. And then what we could do is we could select this floor and then pull it down. Okay, so at least the floor is down, and then we could just set up everything with this. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to save this first. So go to File and save it to your folder. So I was able to save it on my folder, and now we're ready to create something here. So what we could do is we could go to our left side so that we could add in some materials. Let's go to glass first. I usually choose two-sided glass, click it there, and then add in some opacity and then change the color to black. Something like that. And then we could just check everything. And then let's add in some materials right here. So metal, we have this aluminum siding and this siding as well. So we could choose this siding like so, reflection, and then let's see for the scale. Okay, let's add some scale onto that so that it's visible. For the roof, we're gonna do some siding as well, probably, or a different metal material. So let's see on this if we have a better choice. So let's skip that for now. And then for the mullion, I could just select this one using the material picker. So choosing the aluminum, and then here we could make it darker like that. Press OK, and then we have it like that. Um, for the roof, maybe we could just add the roof first. So let's go to roofing, and then we could add this room probably, or this one. That will look nice. You can also use this. Don't change the scale too much for this one. I think this is much better for the materials. Okay, so for that, let's leave it with that material. At least it's different from there. And then here, we could add in the wood material. So we could go to our Quixel Megascan. So we should sign in. So sign in first. And then once you sign in, you'll be able to go to Quixel Megascan. And then let's do surface. And then let's look for wood and then plank. Let's add in some wooden plank. I think we have it on Twinmotion as well. The materials. I think there's a good material for wood as well. Not the siding, but something here. Let's see. Not this one. I'm trying to see which one is better, but let's go to Twinmotion now. And instead of here, let's go to plank again and then try this one. This one's not looking good. That one is too much. Not good as well. This one looks nice. Let's see this one. This one looks better outside actually. I rather have that one outside with the wood. So I'm gonna change that. Yeah, this plank wood is much better here. So I'm gonna change this one. But we need to replace this first before we do anything else. So I'm just looking for a better wooden finish here. I wanna see back. Let's see others here. Board. As you can see, there's a lot that we could do here. And then we have veneer as well. This one looks nice as well. I kinda like this one to be featured on all of this. So I'm just adding everything, even the floors. Something that we could do for now. And then here we could add this one onto the side. And for the top, maybe we could just do this as well. Let's go back here. And let's use the wall instead, right here. So now that looks much better. And then for the stone, let's use this for the stone. And then something slate at the top there. There we go. I'm just gonna add in a wood, probably a veneer wood, or the same wood as this one as well. So I'm gonna pick this and add it like that. And then I'm just gonna leave this one looking like that. This will be Maybe I could just use this softwood lumber. And I want to see which one is this. So this is metal. We could just change it a bit like that. Still filling with the metal. We have wood at end and then metal siding like that. I want to change the stairs. So I'm just gonna click here. And we forgot to change the material there, but that's fine. And then here we could just leave it like that because it's something that we're not be able to see or being shown. This one is cherry. Let's change it to something dark. So that's good. And then this one is a road, so let's go ground man-made. And then we could do a cobblestone like that. Or this one. And then what we could do here is we could isolate this. So isolate. And then now we could add in some grass. Vegetation paint. And then let's go to detail grass. Or no, not detail grass. And then we could do long grass like this. And then let's save this first because this is getting heavy. So once we add this one and plus the 3, it's going to be heavy. So make sure to save it before we do anything else. So once you finish saving, now we could click here, change the density to 100, click it back here, and then click on the vegetation paint. We could change the diameter from there. Right here, we're just gonna make it big so that we could cover a lot of space. So you can see it's not visible from this range. So what we could do is we could just, and obviously this space we shouldn't add anything here. This is for the house, around the house. So we're just gonna assume that there's a house there and we're just gonna paint around it with the grass. And then we could change the diameter right here. And then change the diameter again right here. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then now we could press escape, click here, and then unisolate. Now everything is covered with glass. We could add in extra later on. What we could do is we could paint. So let's go to ground. So what we're gonna do here is just go to the ground, nature, and we're just gonna see this grassy ground to this kind of ground. I think that's better. It will look much better with our rendering. So we have grass and then we have some ground, and we could just add some again on this side. So I'm just adding some more. And if we want to make it smaller, we could add in exactly around the area here. Okay. And then for this ground, the other ground, so we could just add in the same ground as well. So go to ground, nature, and then add like that. So let's continue this on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 10 of this cabin. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to add the grass and then we added some of the materials. And then now we're gonna continue working on this. Let's go here at the setting and then let's go to lighting and then turn on sky dome. And then here, what we could do is um, we could change the sky with probably noon. So let's see what we have here. So while waiting, we could just add or download others so that we could just um, see it later. So after it finished downloading, you could just drag and drop it here, and then it will change at the sky. It will then process this. It usually takes time, but sometimes it's fast as well. So here we have the sky like that, and then we need to take off the background. So with the city, put to none, or we could do mountains. or countryside. Yeah, we could do countryside for now. And then after this, go to here. We could change the settings right here. So go to more. We could change the rotation. And then the intensity. Here, most of the time, I chose to make it look white. Change the exposure. And then the ambient, I like it to be a little bit so that we could see each and every one of this. Sun intensity to go down, ambient to go up, exposure around like that. Camera, always turn this on. Visual effects, color grade, I always put blue tint. It looks much better, as you can see. And then we could do is we could put some smoke here. So let's go right about here, go back, and then I believe it's under tools. No, not tools. Somewhere right here, maybe object, particles, and then here we could use the smoke and just add it right here. Make sure to put it in the center so that it looks much better like that. Okay. Okay, so that looks much better. It looks more realistic like that. And then what we could do now is we could add in the trees. So let's go back here, vegetation paint, and then let's add in big trees. We could add this one, and then here. So select all of them and then increase the density and select vegetation paint, which is this one, and then diameter. We will need to add it at the top here, all around. Okay, it's not adding the way I like it, but we could just add it individually. So that's not a problem. We could manually increase it by ourselves. And don't forget to save it again, because if it crash, there's a lot of work that have been done already. So press escape, save it again. After that, once you saved it, we can then manually add all of this. So similar way, we could just click here, click multiple times by using your control button, holding it in, and then here you could just keep on clicking. So we're manually adding it because for some reason it's not working with the other way we have to do. So at least here you have much a better control on everything, and you can add it on the areas that the diameter cannot do. Here I'm just keep on clicking, make sure that the road is cleared. I want to add more here and here as well. I'm adding this big tree right here. And then now let's add in some small trees. Okay, so it looks like this now. And then we could add in some detailed, some rocks. And then we could just add different kinds of rock that we could do. Obviously that we shouldn't add that. And then some detailed grass. And then we could just pull this one down like that. We could delete this and some if we need our shot. This one we could probably just move it. We could delete this. This is too close. And don't forget to save. I'm planning to have something like this. This shot. That will be very nice. We could drop this more. And I like the way it flows. We could just move this like I said. Move this on this side so that we have enough room. And probably this one, we could delete this. And then this one just move. So we have our space right here. There we go. And I like the way the sky is formed right there. And then the contour of the topography, the upper surface. And it will be much better to have something like that. And then we could place our truck there. So let's add in a vehicle. Let's do some truck. Not this kind of truck, but if we have a Jeep, it's much better. Well, which we don't have. So let's just use this pickup truck. Let's rotate it like that. And then just place it somewhere it is being shown. We can also have our shot like this. So that's better as well. That's very nice as well. Something like that. We could just move this one at the back. And then this one just to give our viewpoint right there. So we could have that. We can move this a bit. And something like that. That looks very nice. And then let's go back to our setting. Camera. Visual. And then we could change our saturation. Something like that. And then lens flare. around 20. And that looks nice. So thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.